Hello, I'm Lynn Dimer and I've been working with the National Heart Foundation now for 16 years. Why have I stayed there so long? Because I really have a passion and I'm committed to making a difference with my people in understanding their heart health journey. We've produced a series of video clips that will help you understand about the heart and heart disease. We hope that this will help you better look after yourself, your family and your community.
The main thing is that you know why you're on warfarin. Some of us are on for valve surgery, like I said, if you've had rheumatic fever or not. Others of us are on to prevent clots or break down clots. So your doctor is the one who will prescribe the amount of warfarin. Any questions that you have, again, like I said before, was check with your local chemist. They'll know of any, if you're going to change any special part of your diet or your medications. If you get any unusual bleeding, you need to let your GP know so that they can do another quick blood test and maybe stop the medications and send you to hospital. The thing called that INR level, or it actually stands for International Normalisation Ratio, which means that if your blood level came back at 2.5, it means that your blood is 2.5 times thinner than someone who's not on warfarin. If your INR level was 3, that means your blood is 3 times thinner than somebody else's. So it means when you take your blood sugars for your insulin, it's going to take 3 times longer to stop bleeding on when you stab your little finger there. It means that you do need to take some preventative measures to minimise the chances of you cutting yourself. So, you know, for those of us that get into a bath or a shower, you need to make sure the floor is not particularly slippy and you're not likely to fall over. If you're gonna have a shave, then it would be better if you had an electric razor than a normal razor. Or if you don't have an electric razor, then just be particularly, don't be in a rush, because if you do cut yourself, you're going to be standing there for a while by the mirror, or if it's one of the ladies, you're going to be standing there trying to apply a bit more pressure to stop the bleeding. It's going to take quite a bit of time there. You have to be particularly careful with contact sport. So you probably wouldn't, you need to have a chat with your GP before you go back to footy, because if you get a bump on your shoulder or if you suddenly took up boxing, you're going to be a lot more susceptible to the bruising and the bleeding that we mentioned before. If you become unwell, if you get a gastro or you've got diarrhea or you had the flu or something and your doctor put you on antibiotics, what happens is if there's changes to the normal functionings of your tummy and how you're absorbing foods or stuff in your stomach, when you're on warfarin, it means that the warfarin may not get absorbed as quickly as it should normally be. So if you've got diarrhea or if you're on antibiotics, the flora in your stomach has changed. So what will happen sometimes is your INR levels will drop. So if you do end up with diarrhea, loss of appetite, vomiting, or those sorts of things, you may need regular blood tests until you get through that patch of feeling unwell. There's a thing called vitamin K, and vitamin K is it's something that we eat. It's in like vitamin C from oranges, but vitamin K comes more oftenly with green vegetables. So, and what it does is it actually thickens your blood, which is a normal thing, it's a good thing. And we're often encouraging everybody to eat more veggies, so that's good. The idea with vitamin K and what we need to be aware of with when we're on warfarin is that we take the same volume each week. So if we each day, sorry. So if we have some broccoli, then we have roughly the same little cupful every day. We don't have 3 cups one day and 1 cup the next day and then 4 the other day. We try and stick to the 1 cup each day. Whatever green vegetable you particularly like, try and stick to the same volume each day, and then your INR levels will be unaffected and you'll continue to have good health. If you do drink alcohol, you want to have the same volume, so like the 1 standard drink each day, rather than the thing that we particularly don't want is binge drinking, because binge drinking will dramatically affect your INR levels. So again, you know, that one standard drink won't affect your iron R levels, or binge drinking will dramatically affect your iron R levels, which is going to affect your chances of bleeding and things, and protection against clots. Any new medications, you've got a chemist, you're picking up your blister pack, you go, look, just thought I'd mention I'm on Warfarin, what do you reckon, is any of these going to affect my iron R levels? If he says yes, then you just pop back to your local AMS and say, look, I'm starting on this medication, can we just, do you think I need to have a couple of extra blood tests? They'll be more than willing to put you on these extra blood tests. The last thing, and probably the most important thing, is don't stop taking the medication unless the doctor tells you. If you stop taking the medication, they've put it on you, they've given it to you for a reason, and it's to protect your life, give you a better quality of life, and prevent you having strokes and having further valve problems. If they say it's safe to, then you stop, but otherwise it's very dangerous, and what will end up happening, if something does unfortunately happen as a result of stop taking it, your family's going to have to look after you instead of you looking after your family.